In this video, we will be focusing on releasing tension in the hips and also working to massage and create more flexibility in the lower back. Go ahead, come down, lying on your back. Bring your feet bottoms together and allow your knees to fall out to the sides, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. The arms can come alongside the body, palms facing up. And take a moment, just make yourself comfortable and settle yourself down into your mat. You can close your eyes and just allow your body to soften here into stillness. Begin to bring your awareness into your breathing. And start to add a little bit of power here behind the breath. Deeply inhaling through your nose and deeply exhaling through your nose. One at a time, go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Take your arms around your legs, maybe even grabbing at the heels. Get into the smallest little ball that you can, drawing your chin to your chest. And then with your next inhale, go ahead, extend your arms out to your sides. Keep your knees together. Begin to take your knees side to side. With your arms displayed out to the sides, press the back of the shoulders down and towards the ground. Lightly draw your navel towards your spine and continue to move the knees side to side, just creating some flexibility and massaging into the lower back. Go ahead, plant both feet down towards the ground. Move your arms in so your arms are alongside your body. We'll do a few rounds of moving bridge. With your inhale, you're going to lift your hips, extend your arms over your head. Lift your hips as high as you can. And then floating with your exhale, you're going to lower down one vertebrae at a time so the arms come back alongside the body. Continuing like that with the breath. You inhale, lift the hips, extending the arms over the head. And moving with the exhale, slowly lowering down. A few more like that. From here, go ahead, lift your right leg up towards the sky and grab behind the knee, or else you can grab closer towards the ankle or the foot and work on hugging the right leg towards your chest. As you do that, keep your head relaxed and creating a release here into the hamstring and into the back of the leg. Go ahead, releasing the leg, cross the right ankle over the left knee, and then you're going to hug the left knee in towards your chest, interlace your fingers behind the left knee. And coming into reclined pigeon pose. And take a few deep breaths. Just feel this releasing into the glute, into the hip, and maybe even into the lower back. Go ahead, slowly release. You're going to hug the right knee in towards the right shoulder and extend the left leg flat to the ground. And hug in so that you're creating a nice compression here on the right hip. And then switching your hands, you're going to go ahead, take the left hand across to the outside of the knee. The right arm extends out to the sides. But we're going to extend the knee across the body, coming into spinal twist. Keep pressing the back of the right shoulder down into the ground. Breathe deeply. And slowly go ahead, unwind. Bring the left leg back to meet the right. And you're going to go across the right knee over the left knee, flex your feet, reach around, grab the outer edges of the feet, and pull the feet down. Optional here, you can do a little rock side to side. If it feels better to stay more still here in this pose, you can definitely do that. This works deeply to stretch into the hips and into the pelvis. Go ahead, uncross the legs, hugging the right knee in towards your chest. You're going to lace the fingers a little bit lower than the knee. You're going to do 4 spinal rocks, rocking up and down on the spine. Keep the left leg extended. Keep your belly engaged. Then you're going to make your way all the way back down into your back. And again, we're going to move through a few rounds of moving bridge. Inhale, lifting the hips, extending the arms over the head. And moving with your exhale, slowly lowering down one vertebrae at a time and releasing the arms alongside the body. And then continue to move like that. Every time you lift, see if maybe you can lift your hip bones a little bit higher. And then from here, go ahead and hug the left leg in towards the chest. Remember, you can grab behind the knee, or if flexibility allows, you can grab a little bit lower on the leg. Keep the head relaxed and work on drawing the back of the shoulder blades down towards the ground. And then from here, go ahead, cross the left ankle over the right knee. Interlace your fingers behind the right knee and work on hugging both legs in. Another option here, if you prefer to stay still, you can, but if you'd like to rock the knees a little bit side to side here as well, you can. And this is reclined pigeon pose. And go ahead, softly release, hugging the left knee in towards the left shoulder, extending the right leg flat onto the floor, and then coming into your spinal twist on this side, drawing the knee across the body. And you can use your right hand pressing on top of the knee, just to apply a little bit of pressure, creating a deeper stretch and deeper twist into the spine. Press the back of the left shoulder down into the ground. And if it feels okay, we'll look out towards your left hand so you get a little stretch into your neck. Deep breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Go ahead, slowly release, unwind. Hug your right knee into your chest as well. And then you're going to go ahead, cross your left knee over your right, flex your feet, grab the outer edges of the feet, and work on pulling the feet down towards the ground. Again, optionally, you can stay still, or you can take a rock. And go ahead, slowly release, uncrossing the legs, hugging the left knee in towards the chest, and doing a few spinal rocks. up and down on the spine. Keep the left knee hugging, keep the right leg engaged and straight. Allow yourself to rock all the way up. Extend both legs out in front. And go ahead, move your arms so that your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Press your arms down fully. Round your spine a little bit, tucking the tailbone under, flexing your feet, pressing the heels away for Dandasana. Chin is moving in towards your chest. Belly is pulling in. Go ahead, inhale, lift your arms, draw your belly in, your ribcage back, and then exhale, go ahead, come into Paschimottanasana, into a seated forward fold. I'm thinking more passive here, so just allowing your spine to round, drawing your chin into your chest. So you create lengthening from the crown of your head all the way down to your tailbone. You might even feel this behind the legs as well. Inhale, lift all the way up, drawing your belly in. Then you're going to go ahead, again coming into Baddha Konasana, but now we're seated. Feet bottoms together, knees move out to the sides. You're going to hold on to your ankles. We're going to do a few undulations here through the spine. So inhale, drawing your chin to your chest, lifting forward, rolling through the spine, and exhale, moving back. And continuing like that. Inhale, skipping forward and down, lifting up. And exhale, moving through the spine. Your next time forward, you're just going to go ahead, extend both arms forward. Allowing your chest just to rest over your feet. Think about stretching your arms away and rooting your sit bones down and towards the ground. From here, very slowly begin to walk yourself back up to your seated position. Cross your ankles, come into a tabletop position. Go ahead, align your hands directly underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers wide, your knees are directly underneath your hips, and we'll move through a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale, lowering the belly, exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone, tucking the chin. And continue like that with your breath. Inhale, lowering the belly, drawing the shoulder blades back, looking forward. And exhale, tucking the tailbone, drawing the lower ribs in, rounding the spine. And continue to move a few times just like that. And then from here, go ahead, bring your big toes to touch. Extend your arms forward and press your sit bones back towards your heels, coming into a child's pose. We work on lengthening the spine here, creating some space between the hips and the hands. Deep breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. And from here, keep your arms where they are. We're going to start to draw circles with the hips. So just moving with those hips, extending the hips back, moving them towards the sides, shifting them forward. So you're drawing a full circle here. Not only is this movement massaging the hips, but it's also creating a little bit of heat into the arms and in towards the core. You can go ahead, reverse your direction, moving the other way. resting back in your child's pose just for a few breaths. We're going to go ahead and make our way into downward facing dog. So go ahead, line up your hands directly beneath your shoulders, and then lift your hips high up towards the sky. Step your feet about hip distance. Press your chest towards your thighs. And we're going to take a few pedals here through the heels, pressing one heel down, banging the opposite knee, and just alternating here side to side. Go ahead, root the left heel down. With your inhale, extend the right leg up towards the sky. Open up the hips so you're bending the knee. Lifting the right hip high. And then shifting your gaze forward, you're going to take your right knee towards your right wrist, your foot towards your left, and slide the left hip back. Coming into a pigeon pose, inhale, draw your heart forward, and then with your exhale, you can just go ahead, if it's accessible, bowing forward over the front leg. Allowing your pelvis just to release down towards the ground. And with your next inhale, you're going to go ahead, use your arms to press your way back up. You're going to sit onto your right hip, swing the left leg around. So left leg comes out in the front. The right foot is just to the inner thigh of the left leg. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, Janu Shirshasana. Go ahead, extend both arms forward, reaching as close towards your foot as you can. And again, thinking a little bit more passive here in the spine, just allowing your spine to naturally round and your head to fall down towards your leg. With your inhale, go ahead, lift the gaze, slowly release. Go ahead, cross your ankles again, coming into your tabletop position, curling your toes under, lifting your hips, downward facing dog. Again, you can just take a few rounds of pedaling out through the heels, massaging into the back of the legs. This time the right heel lifts in. Lift the left leg up towards the sky again, opening up the hip. So allowing the knee to bend, drawing the left heel towards the left glute. And ideally trying to stack the hips if you can. Go ahead, shift your gaze forward, coming into pigeon pose on this side. So you're going to draw your left knee towards your left wrist, your foot towards your right. Take a moment, sliding the right hip back. Inhale, draw your heart forward. And with your exhale, go ahead, bow over the front leg if it's accessible. If that's too much, you can always stay on your hands and keep the chest more lifted here. And take some time while you're in this pose, check in with the breath and make sure that the breath is flowing. Working with your Ujjayi breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Keeping that sense of power in your breath. And again, with your inhale, pressing the ground away, coming up slowly. This time you're going to sit onto the left hip, swing the right leg around. For Janu Sirsasana on your second side, the left foot should come just to the inner thigh of your right leg. Zip your belly in, draw your rib cage back, lift your arms, and with your exhale, go ahead, bow over the front leg. And take a moment, square off through your shoulders here. Make sure that you don't have one shoulder starting to really lift up. So try to level those out. And again, thinking more passive here, just allowing your chest to bow over that front leg. Inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, release the foot. Go ahead, extend the left foot out as well. And go ahead, root your heels down. Make sure they're at the front edge of your mat. Extend your arms forward. You're going to roll down one vertebrae at a time, keeping your belly engaged as you lower down. Extend your arms over your head. Take a full body stretch. Get as long as you can here. Open your feet about as wide as your mat. Allow your toes to fall out to the sides. And go ahead, bring your arms alongside your body, palms facing up. Close your eyes. Begin to allow your body to settle into stillness, completely releasing down into your mat. Working to calm your breath, allowing your body to settle, and softening your mind. Allowing yourself just to find peace and stillness here. You can rest here for as long as you want. Happy practicing. Om Shanti, Om Peace. Namaste.